Hi, I'm the Homeless Communist, and this is Avernum II, Crystal Souls. I recently purchased this game in a Humble Bundle, and I've never played it before, but I hear it's pretty good for what it is. I've never played it, so I'm just going to go ahead and hop right in and see what's going to happen. Welcome to Avernum. Avernum II is a fantasy role-playing game. You will control a band of wandering adventurers, meeting strange people, fighting monsters, and trying to survive. Select the sort of characters you would like to play. If you aren't sure, just take the party that's already been created for you. When you're ready, press the OK button. Well, I'm not exactly sure, considering I've never played this game before. So I guess I'll just press the OK button. For now, I'm going to be playing on the normal difficulty. The game starts out quite easy, but becomes a challenge as you get close to the end. A nice, moderate difficulty level. I've got no arguments with that. Avernum is the underworld. It is a series of hundreds of miles of caves far below the surface of the world. The land is kept alive and fruitful by powerful magic and the heat and energy of natural steam vents and hot springs. Avernum is also a nation. It is a land of people exiled from the surface world. The surface is ruled by the Empire. Whoops. Where was I? An all-powerful nation who disposed of unwanted people by banishing them to Avernum. That seems interesting. Also, I apologize for the game screen not being 1080p. It did this immediately whenever I loaded the game up, so there's nothing I can do to change that. But at least you get it in 60 FPS. I hope. They formed a new nation far from the eyes of the Empire. Some, however, were not satisfied with safety and peace. They wished for vengeance. They sent a band of assassins to slay Hawthorne, the cruel emperor of the Empire. The Empire was stunned. They realized that there was a den of vipers threatening their sole control of the globe. They had no other possible response. They invaded. The power of the Empire completely dwarfed that of the Avernites, but it had great difficulty teleporting troops to the underworld. The Empire arrogantly thought that Avernum could be subdued with a few hundred elite troops. Avernum also had the advantage of familiarity. They were used to living and fighting in caves. The Empire wasn't. The Empire's soldiers were fought to a bloody standstill. The Empire sent more troops down, but the Avernites kept them at bay. The Empire grew frustrated and angry, and then it turned to terror and atrocity, and slowly it ground away at Avernum's defenses. Little by little, cave by cave, the invaders won victories against Avernum. Then, when things looked like they couldn't get any worse, a new disaster occurred. Magical barriers appeared all over Avernum, splitting it into small sections and blocking all the roads. Nobody knew who made these barriers. Maybe the Empire, maybe not. Just as the barriers appeared, you arrived at your first posting. You have just joined the army of Avernum, eager to join the good fight. Your dreams of heroism were short-lived. You were sent to Fort Ganrick, a tiny, unfinished outpost in the far northeast corner of Avernum. You dream of great victories, of deeds that turn the tide and save your homeland. Instead, you reported to Captain Vidiken and were put to work digging out storerooms. Fort Ganrick isn't ready for war. Yet. Each morning you wake up in a damp cave, looking forward to a long day of shovels and picks. It's hard to imagine anything that could happen which would enable you to strike a mighty blow against the Empire. Oh, okay, now we're actually getting into the game. That was kind of an interesting intro. Huh. Welcome to Avernum. These caverns are a tutorial to help you get started. First, you need to learn how to move around. Click on a spot on the ground to walk there. Huh. Okay, so this is sort of like Chrono Trigger. Now entering Fort Ganrick. Fort Ganrick, you stumble groggily out of the cave that has been your unwilling home for several weeks. Your muscles are still sore from yesterday's digging. You've been working on these storage tunnels for weeks. You notice that the gate to the north is closed. Most Avernites have learned to resist claustrophobia, but seeing your lone route to the exit closed off makes you nervous. You can see Maxine on the other side. Maybe she knows what is happening. Before you proceed farther, however, you should protect your head with a helmet. 2 crude helms of thick lizard skin wait for you on the table nearby. You take advantage of them before you move on. Alright. So there are some helmets on a table. Oh, are they over there? Stand near the helmets on the table and then press this button or type G to get them. Okay, is this the table that he's talking about, or is that a bench?
Okay. Inventory. Oh, here they are on the ground.
Oh, okay, so you just left click to pick up. Alright, so this window is where you can pick up and drop items, equip, or remove them, or use them. Click on an item on the ground to move it to your pack, click on it. Alright, click on it again to pick it up. And now now you have the helmet, you can click here to have your character equip it. Oh, okay. This window, you should get helmets for your group. Click on the portraits to the upper left to switch to all the characters, get all of the helmets. Should get helmets or click on the portraits to the upper left to switch, get all of the helmets. Oh, perhaps I'm supposed to move close to the table. Whoops. The lizard skin helm is crude and dirty, but it will keep falling stones from cracking your precious skull bones. You look with regret at the door to the south. Time to start digging. Well, hang on. Shouldn't I equip? Okay, I guess I can't equip, Can I, like, okay, so you can transfer items like that. Alright, well, you can carry that, then. So time to start digging, it said. That space is currently blocked. That space is currently blocked. Didn't I pick up a pickaxe? A trowel. Can equip this item, put it in your pack. Okay. Huh. Start combat. Okay, it's kind of leaving me at a little bit of a standstill here. Alright, maybe, yeah, I'm supposed to come in here. You enter the room you spent several weeks expanding. Your worn tools wait on the floor, promising exhausting hours of chipping away at one of Avernum's unending walls. However, things do not go as planned. As you enter the cave, the ground shakes under your feet, slightly at first, and then harder. It doesn't feel like one of Avernum's many cave quakes. No, this is more local. And then you hear cracking stone and a cloud of dust pours out of the passage to the south. Then you hear the chattering of shrill voices. Something has dug its way into your fort. You're about to enter combat mode. Once battle has begun, to attack an enemy, select the space it's standing in. You will get tips about spells and abilities you can use. Record. You have 80 coins. I think that's safe. Oh! Well, the entire screen shaking. Screen. How to attack. To attack the foe, select the space it's standing in. You're now in combat. Characters will take turns. Moving and attacking each turn, you really get a few action points. Everything you do, moving, costs action points. Okay, so it's like Fallout. When you run your turn is over, to attack a foe, select this map. Okay, so it's basically Fallout mixed with Civilization. Alright. Can't reach. Okay, you need to come over here. Alright, enemy slows you. He'll move out of the way. It leaves you. Can't reach target. Alright, just come as close as you can. Missed. Missed. 2 damage. Missed. Wow. That's pretty sad. Alright, so you come here. Come on. How do you make them move? Warriors can use battle disciplines to harm foes. I'm gonna try it, but use a discipline. Press this button to select well-aimed blow, and then attack a foe. The attack will do extra damage. Using a battle discipline fatigues you for a short time, and you use a discipline you won't be able to use for several turns. Flawless shot. Alright, I'm going to use this one to finish off it. Come on. Alright, so that thing's dead. Okay, and that... Alright, so I moved on to the lizard guy. I'm thinking... Okay, so he doesn't have high enough combat skills to even do that, so you're just going to come through here and hit them. He doesn't have... She doesn't have... Or he. This is a he. Does not have combat skills to do that either. Alright, so you just come over here, hit him. Alright, does a woman have... Okay, don't do that. Oh god, this is like Neverwinter Nights. Alright, no, you don't. So just keep attacking them. God, the woman is going to just get her ass beat. Alright, you come here. Alright, and for you, we're going to do well-aimed blow on that. Oh. What? Come here. Kill that thing. You now have a wounded character. Now is a good time to try a healing spell. Press this button to cast a priest spell. Press this button to select minor heal, then click on the wounded character to cast a spell. Casting spells uses up your spell energy. Spell energy is stored when you return to a friendly town. Ah! You can use magic to destroy your foes. Why not try it? Press this button to cast a magic spell, mage spell. Select a bolt of fire. Click on a target to cast a spell. Casting spells uses up your spell and your spell. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. Oh my god, that was awesome. Alright, so you come here, kill him. Alright, you come here, attack him. Alright, you can come here, attack him, and we'll just start whipping him. Okay, can't cast any mage spells, can't do any battle disciplines. So everybody's fatigued, essentially. Alright, well they're all dead now, so that doesn't really matter. Anything else? There's this button. Flawed crystal. Value 30, weight 1 pounds, amount 1. This can be sold in the store for extra cash. Stick. Well, I'm using a crude dagger. Crude javelin I'll take. Pickaxe I'll take. Shove I'll take all that. Blanket. Okay, I don't have enough action points. End combat. Yeah. Chest. Copper coins. Shrooms. It's fine. Goblins are a perpetual pest in the underworld, simple-minded, violent, enthusiastic breeders. It's far from the first time you've had to fight them. However, they are very disorganized. It looks like they have been working on digging this little tunnel for weeks. Goblins never engage in such a sustained product unless someone much more powerful forces them. You suddenly have a very bad feeling. You need to walk out to the main fort and let them know what is happening. Now that the battle is over, press the end combat button to go back to traveling as a group. Okay. Hang on, there's a shield over here. Is that a shield? Yes. So you can actually equip that shield. Okay. Alright, so we can't get out that way. Hang on, is there stuff around here? Should we... sandals? Shoes are always important. Alright. Can I come out this way? Unsurprisingly, the dead goblins are not the only threats. Sounds of battle echo from the north. Happily, Maxine managed to get the gate open, so you can reach the carnage that much more quickly. Something terrible is happening. As you approach the gate, a wall out to the east collapses. A goblin head timidly pokes out of the wreckage, looking for victims. When he sees you, he ducks back and calls gleefully to his fellows. Where are these? Oh, okay, I see him now. With no more enemies, you can end combat mode. Okay. Please die. So you're active, so come on down here. Oh. Okay, you can't cast any more mage spells. So just kill him. Alright, you're active, come here. How do you miss when he's right next to you? Can I do battle discipline? For now, we'll just do a well-aimed blow. Fatigue. Okay. End combat. Back to what we were doing. We're doomed! The storm is a large natural cave you discovered while digging passages in the rock behind the fort. Finding it was a huge relief. It saved you a lot of work. The passage down to the rest of the fort is to the north. This is a good time if you haven't already to save your game. Okay, did that. Now that you have played for a while, you should save the game. Press this button to bring up the file menu or type Control S to save the game directly. Save game. Let's name the save. We should name our hero Jorgunshed. What a great name. 001. Jorgunshed 001. Cool. Who are we fighting exactly? I don't see any enemies anywhere. Yeah, I don't see any enemies. Where? Oh. Am I supposed to kill her? Yeah, she's friendly. I don't know. You hear shouting and running to the north, and then two Avernite soldiers run into the storeroom in a panic. They are new arrivals like you, green enough to be terrified of the goblins that are chasing them. Guys, they're just goblins. They're like the weakest enemies. This wheel will eventually control the gate to the south. Channels will be dug out of the stone. Okay, well that's just kind of an investigation type thing. Is there anything nearby? Oh, clay, coal. I don't think I need to mess around with that, do I? Warrior. You speak with one of the young soldiers. His Avernite skin, already pale from years in the underworld, has faded to a sickly white. He had never been in a battle when the bloodthirsty humanoids started flooding into the keep. You were able to learn little of value. Apparently, as grim as things look up here, things are worse down in the main fort. You mutter something about cat people. Oh god, we've got Khajiit